For years, I struggled with love, watching friends enter relationships while I remained stuck in a cycle of heartbreak and disappointment. I often asked myself what I was doing wrong. Was I not attractive enough? Not interesting enough? Was there something fundamentally wrong with me? The truth was, I had no idea how to truly connect with someone in a meaningful way. My approach to love was filled with insecurities, misguided expectations, and an underlying fear of being alone. Everything changed when I started focusing inward instead of outward. I used to believe that love would complete me, that finding the right person would fix all my loneliness and self-doubt. But I realized that love doesn't work that way. I had to first love myself before expecting someone else to do the same. This meant embracing my flaws, working on my self-esteem, and treating myself with the same kindness I wished to receive from a partner. The more confident I became in who I was, the more attractive I became to others, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. I also learned the power of letting go. In the past, I obsessed over every small detail, overanalyzing text messages, trying to decode mixed signals, and overcompensating in relationships where my efforts weren't reciprocated. It was exhausting. The moment I stopped chasing love and started focusing on my own happiness, everything shifted. Instead of constantly seeking validation from others, I built a life that I genuinely enjoyed, filled with hobbies, friendships, and personal goals. Love wasn't something I had to beg for anymore. It naturally gravitated towards me. One of the most important realizations I had was that love doesn't just happen in isolation. I used to believe that one day the right person would magically walk into my life. But waiting around wasn't a strategy. It was a passive approach that left me feeling stuck. I decided to put myself out there, even when it felt uncomfortable. I accepted invitations to events I would have previously declined, engaged in conversations with new people, and even gave dating apps an honest try. Expanding my social circle didn't just increase my chances of meeting someone special, it also allowed me to grow as a person, learning more about what I wanted in a partner and what kind of energy I wanted to surround myself with. Understanding my own needs and desires was another turning point. In the past, I made the mistake of settling for relationships that didn't truly fulfill me, simply because I feared being alone. I ignored red flags, hoping things would improve over time. But I learned that love isn't about forcing something to work. It's about finding someone whose values align with yours. Once I became clear about my non-negotiables and stopped making excuses for the wrong people, I freed myself from unnecessary heartbreak and made space for the right person to enter my life. Another crucial change was improving my communication skills. I used to struggle with expressing my feelings, either holding back out of fear or expecting my partner to read my mind. This led to misunderstandings and unmet expectations. When I finally learned to communicate openly and honestly, relationships became so much easier. If I liked someone, I told them. If something bothered me, I addressed it instead of letting resentment build up. Love isn't a guessing game. It's about mutual understanding and effort. The more I practiced healthy communication, the stronger my connections became. Patience played a big role in my journey as well. I used to believe that love had a timeline, that I needed to be in a relationship by a certain age, or else I had failed in some way. But love doesn't work on a schedule. Some people find their person early in life, while others take longer. Once I stopped comparing my journey to others and trusted in the timing of my own life, I felt much more at peace. I embraced the idea that every experience, whether it ended in heartbreak or not, was teaching me something valuable. And when the right person did come along, I was able to appreciate them fully because I had grown into someone who was truly ready for love. Most importantly, I never lost hope. There were times when I felt discouraged, when I questioned whether I was meant to find love at all. But deep down, I knew that love exists for everyone. It's just a matter of being in the right place mentally, emotionally, and even circumstantially. By staying optimistic and continuing to work on myself, I attracted a love that was far greater than anything I had ever experienced before. Looking back, I see that these lessons weren't just about finding love. They were about becoming the best version of myself. And in the end, that's what made all the difference.